What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Cool Colas here, and you are now tuning into a new video on my channel. But before we get on to the topic for today, I would love it if you did a few things. Hit the like button, subscribe button, share button, and bell icon so you get notifications for whenever I come out with new content on this channel. And then when you are finished watching this video, I would love it if you left me a comment below, and I'll get back to whatever it is that you had to say about this video. For today's topic, I'm going to do a quick video on why I believe the dominant society is trying to push Cynthia Erivo in our faces so much, because this really needs to be talked about. So let's get into it. I'm just going to give you all my honest opinion. I feel like Cynthia Erivo is getting pushed so much by the dominant society because they have this desire to give foundational Black Americans a slap in the face. And what I mean by that is they love to push actors and actresses, in this case for the purpose of this discussion, actresses who have a tendency to disrespect foundational Black Americans in their personal life. So a lot of times you'll see different actresses who will use black scents, or they'll say little scurvy ass things about us, or whatever the case may be, and then that same actress will end up in some role that either involves us or is heavily propagated by their media. And they tend to do this with actresses like Cynthia Erivo. Arianagrande is another example of this, and even Aquafina is an example of this as well too. And they especially like to use these non-Black, white, and tether women who are going to be easily complicit in helping their agendas, and also can be the individuals who will go along with whatever they're trying to push. So in other words, they know that these non-Black, white, and tether women are going to be easily influenced and will most certainly go along with their agenda to try to disrespect us, because they already see the potential in them. They already have seen the things that they have said, the things that they have done. And all they have to do is say, we're going to give you an opportunity to have a platform for you to showcase yourself in a positive light. So all of that you've done in the past, it basically doesn't even matter, because if we make you so popular, everybody else is just going to deviate to your popularity. So the dominant society likes to play this, they like to use this debate fallacy. I don't know if you all have ever heard about this, but there is a debate fallacy out there that is called appeal to the halo effect. And what this debate fallacy entails is that if an individual has a wrongdoing, somebody who is using this fallacy, or whoever is using this debate fallacy, will deviate to their positive traits or their wins in order to excuse the negative things that they have done. So they like to use this to propagate different actors, actresses, singers, etc., who have said and done things that are disgusting towards our culture. And then if we try to go and talk shit about this individual, then everybody is going to deflect back to the fact that they are such a great actress, or they are such a great singer, or they have had all these great accomplishments, which is why I believe they're going to try to push to give Cynthia Erivo an Oscar for her role in Wicked. I don't really think that she's that great of an actor, and she really don't look like nothing. I mean, she literally looks like a cross between a chocolate Lord Voldemort in combination with Yertle the Turtle from Dr. Seuss. Look it up if you ain't seen it. Anyway, I really don't rock with this chick. And it has nothing to necessarily just do with her looks and the fact that she looks sickly but muscular at the same time, but also just the fact that she has been so disrespectful to our culture. You know, it kind of goes back to, again, that whole disrespectful tether motive and agenda and mindset. And what you have seen her say, again, that is outside of what she's done as an actress. And the other thing that we need to kind of think about is she furthered that by going and disrespecting us and even making tweets to either mimic us or to talk about how, or at least suggest that we are that we as foundational Black Americans are jealous of Africans. She then turned around and played the role of Harriet. So it's another slap in the face. So they love to continue to allow chicks like her, or give opportunities to chicks like her to give us slaps in the face. So they see the potential and they get in cahoots with this individual, and they use them as their foot soldier to disrespect us as well, because they see what they have already done. And even with the movie Harriet and all that, a lot of us as foundational Black Americans, we weren't really checking for all that, because our thing was, we knew that it was some disrespectful shit, and there were a lot of disrespectful narratives that were in this movie. You know, you had, you know, swirling, you had this whole idea of how they take this trauma sauce type of thing with slave movies, and they make it where instead of the white supremacists being the villain, which they were for slavery, they'll make the villain a black man instead, and she went along with all that. And that's another thing too, is that a lot of these chicks who go and they disrespect foundational Black Americans will be complicit in participating in roles where they're portraying negative images of Black people, or images of Black people that are false, or will be willing participants in portraying certain tropes about us as well too, which is why that was one thing. Another thing, even with Wicked, and I caught this before the musical movie, whatever you want to call it, came out, which is that they were having her be green, like playing this green witch. And my thing about that was, they were talking about how she was green because, you know, she couldn't control her emotions. And one of my concerns with that role was, well, that just makes this stigma that Black women can't really control their emotions. So as a result, they'll turn green. So they were making little subliminals by even have her playing that role to begin with. So she was complicit in going along with that, which is why I was just like, you know what, I really don't want to have nothing to do with her. I'm not celebrating her success, because the reality is that a lot of it is just backhanded, and it's all directed towards disrespecting us. So now what they're trying to do is have a whole bunch of different interviews and all this other shit, and this fake ass aesthetic where her and Ariana Grande are so close, and the only thing that's close about them is the fact that these two women are disrespectful to foundational Black Americans and are proud of it. So let's be real here. I'm just not buying into this whole gimmick that they're trying to run with Cynthia Erivo. You know, they're trying to make it seem like she did such a phenomenal job with the Elphaba character, the green witch chick I just talked about. But the reality is that a lot of us weren't even really checking for this film or her, because when we knew what she was about and the things that she, you know, would say about us outside of, you know, being in whatever roles that she was in, we realized the type of mentality that she had. So a lot of us really aren't rooting for Cynthia Erivo, because we know that she has a lot of anti-Black ways. And again, they do this a lot with a lot of these tethers and these non-Black or white women who are willing to try to mock us for some type of social clout or some shit, because you had the same thing again with Aquafina, and then you had it with Ariana Grande. Matter of fact, you can go on YouTube right now and there's compilations of Ariana Grande's ass making black sense and all this other shit. And you know, even in some of the comments in these videos, people are defending her, talking about some, oh well, she had a good music career, so blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, that's the shit I'm talking about. What they're trying to do is they're waiting for some dumbass fan to say something like, oh, this person, they were such a great actress, or they were such a great, you know, musician, or whatever the case may be, in order to just justify all of the shit that they had said. And then as time passes by, they'll use the next excuse, which we all know is, can't people change? Anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say, and I'll definitely have more to come, so make sure that you stay tuned. Other than that, I will talk to y'all later. Peace.